ready?
Here we go.
Goals and rainbows, like what?
Let's go find Mouse Hole.
So we're gonna go find it. No, no, we're not gonna go find it. What is Winegars?
Is it like a wine and a cigar? Welcome back, Ramblers. Thanks for joining us. We're continuing our Central Washington RV tour in the beautiful Pacific Northwest at Ellensburg, Washington. If you haven't seen the first part of our tour, be sure to go back at the end of this video to watch it. Then click subscribe to stay up to date on future videos in this series. For the next 2 nights, we are staying at the KOA Campground, right off of Interstate 90 and Highway 97 along the Yakima River. This will make a great base camp to explore the area and visit some local attractions. So let's get checked in to check it out.
So when we pulled in, Ron was very attracted to the pool, which never happens. He's just like, and that's all he talked about. He wanted to go, I want to go swimming. I have a 10-year-old boy with me again. I want to go swimming. We should go swimming. We should go get in that pool. Gotta get in that pool. I guess it looked very clean, looked very appealing. There was no children in it yet.
Well, yeah, that's why it was appealing, because there's no children. And also the guy that just helped running the joint, he said that it was cold.
It is cold, but it feels
cold?
so good.
It's not a heated pool.
No, he's
cold.
excited because it's a cold pool.
So, yeah, I want to check that out.
Oh no, there's no way I'm going in. There is no way I'm going in. Well, maybe.
Yeah,
it's freezing, but I'm in.
I didn't think she was going to do it. She did it. That's all that matters.
All right, so we got settled into our KOA. We're now going to head over and just show you some of the town, and then we're going to go to a brewery. Is that surprising? I don't think so. And check out a few things around Ellensburg, Washington.
You already lied to me once, so why can I?
We showed up at this tranquil garden at the same moment the police all pulled in to find a woman matching some description, and I'm panicking because and as we're going through, we can hear this woman being questioned, and she starts to cry, and she lied about her name, and she lied to who she was, and she said she's not a liar. And they're like, if you're innocent, you wouldn't have to lie. And I'm listening to all this while I'm trying to go through this tranquil garden.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's nothing. Yeah, we're professionals. We live around Portland.
All right, so when looking up Ellensburg, Washington, I read about a couple, an artistic couple, or they might have an art background, I can't remember. The place is called Dick and Jane's Spot, I believe. So we're gonna see if we can find it real quick and show you this. It's pretty neat, and I like it.
Let's go see Dick and Jane. Let's go knock on the door and see what they're up to.
We're not gonna knock on the door and see what
You say they're artistic or autistic?
Artistic couple. And it's supposed to be neat, so I'm excited to look at it. I like it when people, you know, use their imagination, have a little fun. Oh, I already spotted it. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Let's park and go check it out. Oh my, look at that. What? This is so neat. This is way cuter than I thought it was going to be. I saw some videos about this, but this is so cute.
his knickknacks, painted them up, set them up, and we're all
and
looking at them.
made them look pretty.
Yeah.
And they've been working on it for 45 years, and it's a gift for people to enjoy. So I like that. So I thought that was pretty neat. Something free to do, something to go peek out when you're here. So now we're heading to a brewery, and this is a brewery that I've been wanting to go to for years. They are called Iron Horse Brewery. When I realized we're coming through close to Ellensburg, I was like, okay, there's like 6 breweries in town or more. We like breweries. It's a cute little college town, and it had a brewery that I've always wanted to go to. So here we go. We'll see how it is. Look at that. There it is. I see it already.
Yeah,
I see it. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Skulls and rainbows.
Skulls and rainbows. I mean, who can combine? Who can combine skulls and rainbows? Like what?
Look at all that.
I'm so excited to share this. I just found out
Could be anywhere.
that this Iron Horse Brewery is a Harvest Host. I am so disappointed. I did not see that. I mean, I looked thoroughly, so I'm like, when did they become a Harvest Host? Oh my gosh, we would have stayed here. So what did you get? You got yourself a hat?
Yeah, I got a hat. It's cool.
Irish Death is a great
It's a dark ale.
dark
Yeah,
stout.
It's not heavy like a stout, but it's a dark ale, so it's real
Yeah.
good. We had a Mel's Hole IPA.
Mel's Hole
Yeah, so
IPA.
there's a lot of weird stuff around in Ellensburg. We're finding out, a lot of cool stuff. There's that art house we just seen, but Mel's Hole is originally heard of in like 1997. Mel called up Art Bell on Coast to Coast Radio in 1997 and talked about how he found this hole on his property that is bottomless, and people just throw stuff in there. They just throw their garbage in there, and it never fills up. And he said the government seized his land and forced him to lease it, and he had stories about fishing line that he went down into the hole with it. It had like 80,000 feet of fishing line, and a geologist said, I don't think that's real. And so he was trying to find something, because the world's largest mine is only 12,000 foot deep. The Russians, those crazy guys, they bored a hole down 40,000 feet deep, and Mel's saying 80,000 feet deep. Anyhow, he found a hole, and I think it only went down to 90 foot deep. Kind of an urban myth, kind of an urban legend here. And so
You can
weird
Google
stuff.
it, go look it up. I saw a couple things. I thought somebody said a dog. You know how you put something in and it comes back? I thought somebody said their dog fell in the hole and then their dog came back.
The guy threw his dead dog down the hole, and then he said he's seen it later going around with a hunter or something, but you know how that is.
So myths, legends.
But everyone who's claimed to seen Mel's Hole and been around Mel's Hole never gives up the location of Mel's Hole. So I call BS on that.
I don't know.
So maybe let's go find Mel's Hole.
So we're gonna go find it. No, we're not gonna go find it. But they made a drink here called that, and we wanted
Mel's Hole IPA.
Yeah, we wanted to explain why it was called that, because there are a lot of unique stories. If you go any town, any place in the United States, you're probably going to find different states that have different stories. But those are some stories here in Ellensburg, and we thought it was kind of interesting to find. So, and that now that we came here and they made that beer, we're like, oh, we got to tell the story now. So we're telling the story.
Yeah.
So
Let's
anyway,
talk about Mel's Hole.
I finally made it to Iron Horse Brewery. I'm very happy. I've wanted to go here for years. So we will probably be back too. How did you like Whipsaw?
No, Whipsaw was good. I had the seltzer. Just wanted something light. It's really hot out. It's probably only about 80 right now, but
It's been a hot day.
Yeah, this was light and effervescent.
And I had their wheat and I had their coconut. I had both. I had
Yeah, it was combo. It was a half
yeah.
and half.
It's a cute little place. It's quiet. It's calm. I really liked it. So
Yeah,
we'll
and I
probably be
think-
back.
yeah.
I bet we'll be back tomorrow. Super excited about this place. This is one of the first restaurants I saved. It's sort of like a burger joint, but it's kind of unique and different, so I can't wait to show it. So we'll go check it out.
Like a throwback to an old gas station, and you know, they had good food, good charbroiled hamburgers, steak fries, and it was good.
It was.
You know,
it was yummy.
fun. It was a fun little place because it just, you know, there's lots to look at. The old gasoline station pumps, and then they had all the signage inside, all the old time signs, the metal signs, and that was cool.
It's cute. So tomorrow we're gonna come back and maybe check out the bar because they have a little bar attached to it. So we're gonna maybe come back again.
Yeah.
This is really cute. I mean, it's just adorable.
Good morning, Ramblers. We're starting our day with a drive on Canyon Road, south along the Yakima River down to the Canyon River Ranch. Now let's get rambling.
I already want to thank Kevin and Shirley over there at Bonaire because I already can tell this is going to be a beautiful place to have a lunch.
Grill was good. It was real good.
Yeah, we weren't really hungry. We decided to keep it simple. We shared a meal. We do that a lot so that we're not too full. And we just shared a chicken sandwich. We're tempted into fish and chips and other stuff. We did go during lunch hour, but we saw the dinner menu. Oh my gosh. It's a nice place to go eat. And we saw that in the mornings you can come by and grab yourself a breakfast sandwich, and they have a chef. And anyway, it looked really nice, and everything was good. That was an amazing chicken sandwich. I mean, honestly, it was good.
Down to the French fries.
And the selection of beers, selections of wines, cocktails, but the view was great. To sit there and look out of the river, watch people floating by, that was great. And I didn't realize there was a lodge there, so that was kind of neat. So definitely, and then driving through this canyon is really nice. Definitely worth it if you're staying in Ellensburg or anywhere near. You just want to go for a nice little drive because we like going for drives. Going through this canyon and then getting a bite, that's a really cute place to go to. So once again, Canyon River Grill. So very close to that Canyon River Grill is a recreation area. We believe it's called Umtanum. Not quite sure if I'm saying that right. People come here, they drop off their rigs. You can see there's a big van over there, and they actually get in their boats or their rafts or their paddle boards right here and float on down the river. Umtanum suspension footbridge. Ooh, watch out for snakes. No. So we are in downtown Ellensburg. Thought we'd walk around downtown Ellensburg. There is a museum here that's very popular. We're gonna walk into it. The brewery that we want to go to just opened. We don't want to be the first bodies exactly in there right now.
We don't want to appear alcoholic or desperate.
Yeah, I love the look of this building. This is a free museum if you're in town. So it's a historical museum. So if you come here, it's free. They have a lot of things. Beautiful building. It's really worth the stop. It's really worth going in there. Give a donation. It helps them keep going. And I noticed that they had Mel's Hole in there that we talked about the other day. Look at that Jeep. It's a nice looking Jeep, huh?
Yeah, that's a good looking Jeep. I bet you good looking people driving that good looking Jeep.
Never gets old. Now this one.
It does. That's beautiful. Cheers to Mike from our RV Sunsets with a fruity little drink.
Got his little pear cider when I drink my beer.
So we're not savages here. Definitely not savages. We use a fork and a knife.
Happy hour is 3 to 5, $5 pretzels and $5 liters of beer. This is awesome.
Yeah. So we're not,
And
like I said,
beer
we're not
cheese.
savages here.
Beer cheese. So do you work out? Reef Brewing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because it's, they're right now they're transitioned. So there's Enchantment Brewing right there, and they're no longer Enchantment. It's going to be Rock and Reef.
Rock and Reef.
And so it's Rock and Reef.
Yeah, and it was excellent. Actually, the nachos were really great. The steak on the nachos was flavorful. The beers were phenomenal. That's what you're going there for, brewery. You're going for beers. And I have to say, I wasn't planning on ordering a stout today. I ordered a stout. You got the sour. I knew the sour was gonna be good. Ellensburg has become really a lot of fun. This is a cute town. The buildings are adorable. It's a great little college town. A lot of history, fantastic breweries. There's just a lot going on here, and it's worth coming in and hanging out for a couple days and then continuing on. It honestly is. There's more here than you would think, and it's been a lot of fun. Look at this. So Rocky Road Delight.
Ice cream, brownie.
I know. There you go.
Well,
All right, so Ron and I drove through Ellensburg yesterday, and we kept passing by these signs, Winegars, and we're like, what the heck is Winegars? Ice cream and coffee. And we're like, what the heck is Winegars, right? Like, is that a wine cigar? Is that like a Central Washington college thing? Like, what is this Winegars? And then I was like, first I thought it said Vinegars. Then when we got closer, I realized there wasn't a B, it was a W. I said, let's Google this, Winegars. What is Winegars? And Ron Googled it, and what did you find out?
It's a family name, and what it is about in 1949, 1950, it was a family-owned dairy company. It was one of the larger dairy companies in Central Washington. I think it was the third, at the time, it was the third largest dairy company, and then they just produced ice cream and milk, and it just went from there, and it just stayed local. It's the local family that is having these two establishments in Ellensburg, and it's still going today after, what, 73, 74 years. That's kind of cool, because you don't see that happening nowadays, because usually it's swallowed up by some other conglomerate or some other corporation, you know, like a Dairy Queen or whatever it is. And so we need to find out what it is. We found out what it was. We ate it, and it's good.
Really good.
It is actually smooth, creamy ice cream, and it's not like some kind of, you know, whipped up, frozen.
No, it's fresh.
Yeah.
So we ordered their Rocky Road Delight because it also represented their brownie, their ice cream, their macaroon. It had everything on it, and it was so delicious.
Yeah.
It was a funny moment for us trying to figure out what a Winegar was.
Was it a vinegar? Was it a flavored vinegar? Or was it a flavored cigar? Was it a
cigar that was
yeah.
Winegar?
It was some kind of hipster thing. Yeah.
And it turns out it's the family name. So it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good to see that. Yeah.
All right, so we're heading back to our KOA. We're wrapping up our time here in Ellensburg, Washington. It was a neat little town. It's a little college town. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of stories. And
I just thought it was going to be just some place we're just going to hang out for a couple of days, just park the motorhome and just chill out. But it was like there was so much to see and do. It was really captivating.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. And just to touch note a little bit on it, it was supposed to be the capital of Washington back in like 1889, and then a fire happened and Olympia was named the capital. Interesting facts, as I was looking up stuff, that particular summer in June, July, August, and another time, several places had fires, big fires that changed their area. Seattle, Spokane, Vancouver, Washington, and here in Ellensburg. And then all of a sudden Olympia became the capital.
So maybe some of those cities were some of the, you know, maybe they're all in the running, and then when they get burned up, Olympia's the only one left, and that's what's capital now.
It was a weird summer, I don't know. But anyway, so real quick here, I have to say the service everywhere we went in this town was phenomenal. Great service everywhere. Iron Horse Brewery, so glad I finally made it there. That was great, fantastic, had a good time there. Whipsaw Brewing was a great location. It's nice to sit outside. Also good beers, also great service at both of those places. We went to the Red Horse Diner, neat place, older background as well. Just fascinating to see all the old gas pumps and to see all the signs all over the place. The food was good, service once again, fantastic. We had a good time at Red Horse Diner. We did go back the next day to the Nodding Donkey. It's connected to it, and it's a little cocktail lounge, but we sat outside in the back, really beautiful big back area. We ate at Canyon River Grill, fantastic place to eat. Just a beautiful day. We had a great afternoon sitting there, looking out at the river, watching people float by. But there's also a fly shop right there, so if you're somebody who likes to fish, and they will take you out. So that was really neat to see. I did see some guys doing that, and then we saw paddle boarders going down that river. I mean, it was great. So go check that out if you're in the area. That was a neat area to go to. Rock and Reef was a good brewery. They were really nice. We sat in their back porch. My big surprise of this break, of this trip, was Ellensburg Brewery. Wasn't totally on my radar. I wasn't totally sure if we were gonna have time to hit 4 breweries. We went in there, so glad we went in there. Service was fantastic, first of all, excellent service. And the beers were so good. Like, I love good German Hefeweizens, and it's hard to find people around the US who can make a good German Hefeweizen. I have a couple favorites, and this place gave them a run for their money. I would say it's really close. This might be my favorite, I don't know. And then their $5 big, huge.
It was Eberg Light, and they said it was similar to like Coors Light, but it was 10 times better.
10 times better Coors Light.
It was
awesome beer. It was a wonderful, easy day drinking, river sitting beer.
If I would have found it earlier, we would have been going there every single day, sitting there having the big beer for $5. And the pretzel. The pretzel was great. He loved the mustards. He likes mustards.
I just find stuff to eat so I can eat the mustard. Just anything I could slather mustard on, I would probably eat.
Winegars. I have to say, Ron and I told the story. I don't know if we told it well, but as we're driving around Ellensburg, we see Winegars. Winegars. Well, what's Winegar? Is it a wine cigarette? It's the name of the family who started this wonderful creamery and dairy and coffee shop, and it was great ice cream. Absolutely delicious ice cream. Dick and Jane's spot. That was a big surprise.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really neat. Dick has since passed, but Jane's still around, and what a wonderful place as far as the community come together, and they do a lot of local artwork there. You see what Dick has done throughout the decades with all the reflectors and bottle caps, and it's really something to behold, because just the meticulous placement of all these little items is really cool to look at.
Once again, something for free, just to go in there and hang out and take a look and see all the little art that was done around there. So we like things like that. So that was really neat. So really great town. We really enjoyed ourselves in Ellensburg. We would definitely stay in Ellensburg again. The KOA is nice. It's small. You might be able to hear the freeway in the background. But when you're in your RV or there's cabins here, there's teepees here, you can tent camp here. But we have air conditioning going, so it drowned out the road. They have a nice little swimming pool to swim in. They had the activities like the horseshoes and the games you could play outdoors, fire pits, and we were really comfortable here. So, and it's just a really good location because we just hopped around to the canyon for 20 minutes, go into town 5 to 10 minutes depending on where you're going into town. So it's right off the freeway. It was super easy to pull into. So the KOA here in Ellensburg, and you can tell that the people who work here really care about it. It's really clean, well maintained. I like that our garbage is we just put it out in front of our place. They come by and grab it for us. So they've done a nice job. This is a good KOA to stay at, I think, personally.
Yep.
Yeah, so now we're heading out. We're leaving right now. We're heading to one of our favorite music festival venues, one of the most beautiful venues, I think, in Washington State, or maybe in the Pacific Northwest, one of the most beautiful areas to watch concerts. We're excited, so please make sure to hit notifications, hit that bell icon so you can see what we're doing next. We still have 11 more nights. We still have 11 more nights of this trip. We're going to the venue for 4 nights, then we're heading to some other interesting places with some really interesting history. So we've got a lot to do. We're still on a long journey as well. So if this helped you at all, if you enjoyed this, if we entertained you, please hit like. It helps our algorithm. And hit subscribe, become a Rambler, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, let's get rambling, Ramblers.